So my name is Khalique Zahir, and this is Dr. Syed Zahir, my father. We've been life members of IMANA. My father since when, Dad?
I think that was in 70s, early 70s.
Early 70s, and both of us have been actively engaged in IMANA activities from CME, medical relief, as far as in the United States and abroad. I guess the real interesting yet exciting thing is that IMANA has been a legacy within our own family. My father, when I was a young child, spent a lot of time with our activities in the 70s and 80s. He was past president also, and I've been the past president. But the thing that brought us uniquely together probably was the people within our own organization. I mean, Dad, you can tell your experience in a lot of the CME meetings in the 80s and 90s and a lot of the travel.
I think at that particular time, people were interested, especially the trips that they used to make, especially for international meeting. And that was an exposure to IMANA. There were a lot of people who were interested in IMANA. Gradually, we started more CMEs and other projects that when younger generation came in and they showed interest in IMANA, so they started moving IMANA forward. The older people were there to support them, and I was very much behind him and recruited him. Initially he was hesitant to come into IMANA, but then eventually we convinced him that you have to be part of IMANA to further the cause of the IMANA. So that was a good thing, and I'm glad they followed through. And we are very happy for their group, what they are doing, especially for IMANA and for the Muslim world.
Khalique and I have been a part of IMANA for a long time, too many years to count really. And through these years, we've tried to teach our 4 kids about the art of charity and the way to give back. We have done this through IMANA. We have been on many medical relief trips. We've been to Jordan, to Haiti, to Sudan, to actually learn firsthand and experience it.
I've been a part of IMANA for my whole life. I've went to multiple different international and domestic events, including Tanzania, China. I've been to a surgical relief mission in Sudan in 2019, and all of these events have truly structured the way I view the world, the way I view Islam, the charity, the zakat we give, and the characters that we form each day of our lives.
I have been a part of IMANA for as long as I can remember. From stuffing envelopes as a kid to going to an incredible trip to Sudan, I've been able to give back to not only the IMANA community, but the world at large. That has been the #1 key principle of my entire experience with IMANA, is the opportunity to give back. Meeting children who were getting cleft lip and palate surgeries in Sudan was probably one of the most key moments in my life to realizing that I wanted a career that gave back to humanity.
I've been a part of IMANA since I was literally 6 months old. My first trip was to South Africa, and ever since then, I have just felt at home with the IMANA community, wherever we go, wherever it may be. This year, I went in March to Sudan, and that was one of the best experiences of my life. I met new people, I made lifelong friends, I got to experience how my future would be as an anesthesiologist, inshallah, of course, in Sudan, and that just made me realize how much IMANA has given to me and how much I really want to become a doctor and help the people, just like IMANA does around the world.
Although I haven't yet been on a mission to Sudan, seeing that my siblings and my parents are going just to help people, going out of their way, it makes me want to follow in their footsteps and just care for people and take care of them.